15 years ago, Ellen Greenberg was found dead on her kitchen floor in the Philadelphia apartment she shared with her fiancé, Sam Goldberg. Her stabbing death sparked a years-long search for answers that, for her parents, continues to this day.
Well, Sarah Wilson just spoke with them, and she's here with more on the case and how the federal government is getting involved. Sarah.
Yeah, Alicia Dennis. Greenberg was a Susquehanna High School graduate. Her family lived in Dauphin County for years before moving to Florida. Now, her death was originally ruled a homicide. That was in January of 2011, but then ultimately switched to a suicide. That is despite bruises and 20 stab wounds she had, including several on her back.
Hope to get to the truth.
Something Sandy and Josh Greenberg say they've been fighting for 15 years.
We don't believe she committed suicide.
It was January 2011 when 27-year-old Ellen Greenberg was found dead in her Philadelphia apartment, discovered by her fiancé, Sam Goldberg, who has never been accused in her death. Ellen had bruises and 20 stab wounds, including on her back. A knife was sticking out of her chest.
My fiance's on the floor with blood everywhere.
At some point, the truth will prevail.
This gave me a mission to prove that my daughter was a homicide victim. And that mission has kept me out of the corner and crying.
The Greenbergs have spent years trying to get Ellen's case re-examined. Last year, it was. The Philadelphia Medical Examiner's Office reaffirmed it a suicide.
Even the latest medical examiner's report of almost 40 pages is just chock full of junk. And she should be professionally ashamed of what she wrote.
Philly's chief medical examiner, Dr. Lindsay Simon, who reviewed Ellen's death, did not respond to my request for comment.
It's very frustrating, but we are making headway.
The Greenbergs tell me the U.S. Attorney General's office and FBI are investigating. They say they've been interviewed along with others who may be involved. Governor Josh Shapiro inherited the case as Pennsylvania's Attorney General and says the information his office gathered pointed towards a suicide.
And he lied. He said they have more proof that she committed suicide. They don't have any proof. He never produced any proof.
I asked for an interview with Governor Shapiro last week and Monday, but was told he wasn't available. His office sent me this statement, which begins by calling Ellen's death a terrible tragedy and expressing the governor's utmost sympathy for her parents and loved ones. It goes on to say in part that then AG Shapiro thoroughly looked through all the evidence, met with the family's private investigator and counsel many times, and reviewed all additional information, but that there was no, quote, additional evidence sufficient to overturn the manner of death.
There's nothing I wanted more than to give these parents some finality, some answers, some clarity.
He didn't do a good job. He had the case and he did nothing.
The Greenbergs are not the only ones doubtful of the suicide ruling. Several medical experts consulted on this case, whose findings were listed in the latest report from the Philadelphia Medical Examiner. Some say Ellen's death is consistent or indicative of a homicide. Ellen's family says they'll fight for that ruling for the rest of their lives in honor of their daughter who's gone, but never forgotten.
She's still there.
And the full statement from the governor's office is on our website, abc27.com. I did ask the Greenbergs what is next after their meet with the FBI. They say at this point, they are not sure. Dennis?
Sarah, great job on that story. Thanks so much.
Hi, I'm Eric Finkenbinder from ABC 27. We're excited to announce the new ABC 27 News Plus app. Live stream newscasts or watch content on demand. This is different than the ABC 27 app on your smartphone. You can check this out at home, and it's very easy to use. With a Fire Stick, go to the homepage, scroll down to search. From there, enter ABC 27. Move over to the apps, and there we are. Click the icon and install. It's just that easy.